Hello my dear children, welcome to my channel Sudeshwar Chemistry. But as today we are going to discuss about a small topic in the solution chapter. It is in 12th class, that is a colligative property. But we are getting a lot of conceptual question in NEET exam, even in the IIT mains exam based on this topic. So just I want to tell you what is the actual concept present in the colligative property. Colligative property means it is a properties which depends only on the number of solute particles but does not depend upon the nature of the solute. Nature means what kind of the solute particle. Either it is an ionic compound, covalent compound, it doesn't bother. It is only depend upon the number of particles. But as the number of particles changes, I mean to say increases, colligative property changes. Don't say colligative property increases. No matter. In some case it increases, in some case it decreases. So as a number of particle increases, your colligative property will change. Change means either it increase or decrease. We will see in which case it will increase and in which case it will be decreases. So first definition is there. It is a property of dilute solution. It is a property. It is the property of dilute solution. Sir, it is a property of dilute solution, right, which depends on number of particles. But it depends on number of particles. It does not depend upon the nature of the solute particle. So it depends on what? Number of particles, and does not depend upon the nature of the particles. So we should say it depends on number of solute particles. But it is a property of dilute solution which depends on number of solute particle but does not depend on nature of solute particle. But it does not depend on nature of the solute particles. That is a colligative property. But in our chapter we are having only 4 colligative properties. What is that? The first one is RLVP, called as a relative lowering in vapor pressure. But a relative lowering in vapor pressure denoted as a P0 minus PS by P0, that is equal to X and solute. I hope everybody know what is a P0 here, what is a PS here. If you don't know, let me explain you better. P0 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent. Vapor pressure of pure solvent. Sir, what is a PS? Beta, PS is the vapor pressure of solution. Means solvent containing some solute called as a solution. What is the X solute beta? It is a mole fraction of the solute. This is what? This is the mole fraction of the solute, right? So that X is the mole fraction of the solute. It is a formula. But we are able to find RLVP. How you know? This P0 minus PS by P0 is RLVP. It is a mole fraction of solute beta. It should be multiplied with the I. What is the I here? Sir, everybody should know about that. I is the Van 't Hoff's factor. What is the I beta here? Van 't Hoff factor. As the value of I increases, colligative property changes. I never say increase or decrease. It depends. We are finding the colligative property for which compound, right? Or we are finding which colligative property, either elevation in BP or depression in freezing point, or we can say elevation in BP or depression in freezing point, or osmotic pressure, or beta osmotic pressure. Right, that only 4 are there. RLVP is there, depression in freezing point is there, elevation in boiling point, osmotic pressure. Which colligative property we are finding? Based on that, we are able to say here. So once again, beta, 4 colligative properties are there. First one is relative lowering in vapor pressure, denoted as a P0 minus PS by P0 is equal to mole fraction of solute. Beta, what is this all we wrote here? But now this one should be multiplied with a I, and I is called as a Van 't Hoff factor. But I, to determine the I for association and dissociation, it is different. and based on that we are able to find the value of I. Right? It is the first point. Just explanation, beta, I'll explain you by giving the example. Second colligative property is given here as a elevation in boiling point, beta. Elevation in boiling point. Elevation means increase in the boiling point denoted as a delta TB. Let me give an example for you. But I am having a pure water, and you know pure water ki boiling point obviously 100 degrees centigrade. Everybody knows that. But in that pure water you add the salt like a NaCl. As we are adding the salt in the NaCl, number of particles increases. Obviously your colligative property will also changes. Now pure water boiling point 100 degree, then by adding the salt in it, but a boiling point of that water now it is greater than 100 or less than 100. Obviously sir, elevation means increasing. As the number of particles increases, this colligative property also increases. Means pure water whose boiling point initially 100 degree, by adding the salt on it, now its boiling point reaches to 101. 101 means it will be increases by 1 degree. So elevation in boiling point delta TB, you know beta, it is denoted as a Kb. It is equal to Kb into M. What is the Kb? What is the M? And it should be multiplied with a I. See beta, what is the Kb? Kb is called as a molal elevation. Beta, molal elevation constant. Beta, units of Kb is nothing but the, we can say Kb, if you want to find the unit, it is nothing but the, that is a here beta delta TB degree centigrade, means we can say Kelvin kg mole inverse. Now beta, Kb is here, I will tell you unit how to find it. Kb is equal to delta TB by molality. Delta TB means temperature is in Kelvin, molality means it is a mole per kg. हाँ बेटा, Kelvin kg and mole goes up, mole per inverse, and this is what it is a unit of Kb. Beta, this kind of the question they are asking in the NEET level and in the IIT mains level. What is the unit of Kb? So Kelvin kg per mole. Beta, how we got? See, forget about I. Kb, yes, equal to delta TB by molality. Delta TB means temperature is in Kelvin. K stand for Kelvin. Molality means beta mole per kg. Kg goes at the numerator. So what we got? Kelvin kg mole inverse is a unit of Kb. Right beta? Chalo. This is the part we did for this one. Now, if it is multiplied with a I, what is that? As the value of I increases, delta TB increases. As the value of I increases, RLBP increases. Is it clear beta? I repeat, as the value of I increases, P0 minus PS by P0 value increases. As the value of I increases, delta TB increases, means elevation in boiling point increases. Is it clear? We are having more detailed part beta. Just I am going to give the small explanation about this one in exam point of view. Third one is depression in freezing point. Third one is depression in freezing point. Beta, it is denoted as a delta TF and it is equal to Kf into molality. What is the Kf beta here? So I should say Kf is called as a molal depression constant. Molal depression constant. And unit of Kf is also same beta, Kelvin kg mole inverse. I didn't wrote here what the M indicate, what the M indicate. Beta, M is the molality of the solution. And do you know what is the molality beta? Molality is the mole per kg. That is number of moles of the solute present in 1 kg of the solvent is called its molality. Right? It is another part delta TF. Chalo, we'll talk something more about here. But if it is a pure water, water will freeze at 0 degrees centigrade. Remember, if it is a pure water, water will freeze at 0 degrees centigrade. But in that water, suppose you add the salt, so number of particles increases. So beta, freezing point will decreases because this term delta TF itself indicate it is a depression in the freezing point. Means freezing point decreases. Initially water is pure, it freezes at 0 degree. As the number of particle increases, now it freezes at -1 degree. More number of particle, -2, -3, -4. Means in this case, what to say, beta? If I am multiplying with the I, what is that? As the I value increases, delta TF decreases. As the I value increases, delta TB increases. As the I value increases, RLVP, this completely RLVP also increases. Right? Check it, beta. Once again, see on the board what it was written. Beta, now after the relative lowering in vapor pressure, elevation in BP, depression in FP. But this, sorry, but I wrote BPF. Sorry. It is a depression in the freezing point. Right? And fourth one will come here as a osmotic pressure. Sir, osmotic pressure is denoted as a pi. And pi is equal to C into R into T. But C stands for concentration of the solution. R is a same solution constant. But the value of R is the same what we are using, 0.0821 liter atmosphere, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. You remember my small trick is there. Instead of this one, we can use 1/12 or we can use 22.4/273. It is the value of R. Now this value of R and T, so T is the temperature, it is in the Kelvin. Yes, sir. But if it is multiplied with the I, what happen, you know, as the I value increases, pi value increases. But overall, what is the concept? Do you remember? You know, my Van 't Hoff factor I is directly proportional to delta TB. Sir, it is directly proportional to RLVP. Sir, it is directly proportional to osmotic pressure. But my Van 't Hoff factor I is inversely proportional to delta TF. However, it is inversely proportional to what? Delta TF. For remaining all the case, it is directly proportional. Chalo, take a screenshot, beta. Now we will go with some example based on the 4 colligative property. They are asking in IIT Mains, even in the NEET exam. That part we will discuss here. See, beta, till now 4 colligative property we saw. We'll see in the detail part. P0 minus PS by P0 equal to mole fraction of the solute. But a mole fraction of solute means number of moles of the solute by total number of moles of the component. Number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of the solvent. So can we say it is a weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute by, sir, it is the weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute plus, beta, it is the weight of solvent by gram molecular weight of solvent. Substitute the value, we are able to get the mole fraction of solute. And all these cases, beta, what is the remaining part? You should remember P0 minus PS by P0 equal to mole fraction of solute. It should be multiplied with the I. And I is called as a Van 't Hoff factor. I will teach you better how to find out the I. Just a minute. Second one is depression, elevation in boiling point delta TB. Sir, it is equal to Kb into molality into I. But here this delta TB is written as a TB minus T0B. That is equal to Kb into molality into I. So what is TB and what is T0B? Let me tell you that one also. But a TB is the boiling point of solution. I told you, if water is a pure, its boiling point is 100 degrees centigrade. But in that one, when you are adding the salt as a solute, then the water plus salt become a solution, and you know boiling point of the solution will be greater than 100. So boiling point of solution. So what is the T0B, beta? So it is the boiling point of the solvent. Which solvent? Pure water, anything is there. Into I. Third one, but I told you delta TF that is equal to KF into molality into I. But delta TF means it can be written as T naught F minus TF and equal to KB into molality into I. But what is it T naught F and what is it TF? So go with here. So TF is the freezing point of solution whose value is smaller than T naught F beta. T naught F is the freezing point of the solvent whose value will be greater, because water will freezes at 0 degrees centigrade beta, but solution in that water, if you are adding some salt, now it will freeze less than that, means -1 or -2. So obviously freezing point of the solvent, that is T naught F, value is greater, and TF, that is freezing point of the solution, will be smaller. So T naught F minus TF. But for boiling point के लिए बेटा TB minus T naught B. TB is the boiling point of the solution and T naught B is the boiling point of the solvent. Solvent value will be smaller, solution value will be larger. But in freezing point में बेटा our solvent value will be larger and solution value will be smaller. Into I. And the last one that we did beta, that one is fourth one, called as a osmotic pressure. Pi is equal to concentration into R into T into I. Sir, what is the concentration? Everybody knows that number of moles by volume in liter is the concentration into R into T into I is called as a osmotic pressure. Right? Now we will see the example based on that, how they will ask the conceptual question. Just a minute. Take a screenshot. But in this question, at a given temperature, WOF, which of the following will have maximum osmotic pressure? NaCl, Na2SO4, Al2SO4 taken rise. But osmotic pressure means what we learn, osmotic pressure means it is denoted as a pi. Pi is equal to CST or CRT also we can say. S is a solution constant, R is also the value of R will be the same like, value of S is the same like a value of R, which one we are using in the universal gas constant. So pi is equal to CRT or pi is equal to CST, but into I is the Van der factor. Now question is how to get the I value here. Actually, if it is a dissociation and if it is an association, we are having a different formula to calculate the value of alpha. But here I value, if you want to calculate beta, it is a very simple way to get the value of I. Check it here. I'll give an example for you. I is the Van der factor. That is the total number of moles. However, total number of moles after dissociation or association, because some molecule will dissociate, some molecule will associate, by total number of moles before dissociation or association. I'll explain you better. See, suppose NaCl is there. It is a 1 mole initially, but when it is dissociated 100%, what we got? 1 mole of Na plus, 1 mole of Cl minus. So I am getting 1 mole. It is after dissociation. But a value of I, total number of moles after dissociation 1 plus 1, 2 mole. By total number of moles before dissociation 1, so I value is equal to 2 for NaCl. Sir, get the example of Na2SO4. But Na2SO4, when it is 100% ionized, how it will ionize? 2 moles of Na plus, 1 mole of sulfate radical. So it is how many moles, sir? 2. It is how many? 1 coefficient means 1 mole. So I is equal to total number of moles after dissociation, 2 plus 1, 3 by initially beta 1 mole of the compound. So 3 by 1, I value equal to 3. Now Al2SO4 taken thrice beta. Just please you try it and let me know beta what is the value of I for the Al2SO4 taken thrice. Try it. Beta value of I is equal to 5 for Al2SO4 taken thrice. How? Just see here. It is a Al2SO4 taken thrice. Beta when it ionizes, we are getting 2 moles of aluminium ion and 3 moles of the sulfate radical. I is equal to number of moles after dissociation. 2 plus 3, 5 by initially 1. So I is equal to 5. Good, sir. Now, at a given temperature, which of the following will have maximum osmotic pressure? See beta, C is the concentration, that is 1 molar, 1 molar, 1 molar. Concentration is same. S is called as a solution constant, that value also same. Temperature, given temperature means temperature also same. Your osmotic pressure pi depend on what beta? I. Greater the value of I, greater the value of pi. How nice, na? Greater the value of I, greater the value of pi. So, what is the value of I for this one, sir? It is 2. What is the value of I for this one, sir? It is 3. What is the value of I for this one, sir? It is 5. Which one will have a maximum osmotic pressure? Sir, greater the value of I, greater the value of pi. Option is C. But in order, if you want to write, C will be greater than that of B, B will be greater than that of A. It is the order of what? Sir, it is the order of osmotic pressure pi. Right? Take a screenshot.